through a quick demo of the SensorUp Explorer application. So starting off, we have integrated 23 different sensor manufacturers. These are everything from biometric sensors to indoor location sensors to gas detection sensors. We implement that information through our open API standards, which then pulls that information in, aggregates it, cleans it, creates second order metrics on top of that information, and ultimately provides that in an analytics ready format so that we can start to uncover some of the insights from the application. So what we're looking at on the screen is one of the situational awareness dashboards that we put together using that data. And what you can see is I'm able to create these layers of information. So we have the fire department here in orange, the police department in blue, the hazmat team in the skull and crossbones over here. And what we're able to do underneath the application is obviously style and segregate this information, but also start to build out these richer profiles, pulling together all of that combined aggregated data from all those different sensors. So for the hazmat team, we're showing things like body temperature, heart rate, ammonia exposure. For the fire department, slightly different profiles, and similarly for the police department. Something you'll notice next to each of these participants, you'll notice the 63 in this case, the 70. So we're also able to start to pull in specific properties within the application and socialize those through different formats. In this case, I'm using a live label, so we're seeing the live output of one of those properties. And that's as simple as going into the application. Here you can see everything is no code, drag and drop. You don't need to be a developer to configure these items. And I'm able to start to build out that profile. In this case, I've set the icon color to be blue. I'm using a specific icon of a man. But I can come down here and start to associate a profile to any one of these properties. In this case, I'm using heart rate, but just as easy, I could start to use body temperature, and we can start to socialize that as one of those entities. You'll notice that for the fire department, I'm just using their call sign IDs, and for the hazmat team, I'm actually using the live ammonia exposure, so as that's being picked up. Similarly, within the application, we have the ability to build out those profiles like I was mentioning. So that's as simple as going into the application here, the profile tab, and turning on or off the different profiles that you wish to socialize. Obviously, there's too much here to consume in one go. So having that flexibility to really tailor the experience to what you're trying to uncover. In this case, I've just enabled a few of the different properties, but you can see we have a whole bunch of properties that we're exposing or collecting for each of these participants, and just choosing how and where we start to expose those. And finally, the one other thing that we have is if you're looking for more of that traditional BI tool kind of look and feel or integration, obviously our situational awareness tool supports that as well. So you can see here we have a whole bunch of different charts and widgets to represent the information. And again, these are all configured with a no-code interface. You can then go into full screen to do a deeper exploration of all the information. And you can build these natively within the application as well. So here I've just created a layer with the different widgets that I have. And then it's as simple as going in, selecting a type, in this case bar chart, assigning some of the properties and the aggregations that you're looking to achieve, and ultimately you can start to socialize those in the application itself. So this is all using our real-time integration. So most of the information that's being represented in the screen right now is being updated once per second, if not multiple times per second, and we're socializing this in a real-time fashion. But one of the other applications that we find a lot of use for is the ability to switch back to historic playback instantaneously to be able to evaluate some of the operations that might have just taken place for that deeper analysis. So for that, I'm going to switch to a different